Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another video. Today we have some very potentially serious topics to go over. Let's just move straight into it. I'm a little bit shell-shocked reading these. I'm hoping that this is just some dodgy news coming out that isn't true. But the 4.25 billion takeover of Chelsea FC has been thrown into fresh doubt amid concerns in Whitehall about assurances being provided by Roman Abramovich. Now this is coming through Sky, Mark Kleinman. Then there's a follow-up tweet from Simon Phillips, as you can see here. The government has accused Roman Abramovich of putting Chelsea at risk of going under by allegedly refusing to accept Minister's new sales structure. So they've proposed some sort of new sales structure, and Roman has said that he does not agree with it and will not be selling Chelsea that way, by the sounds of it. Whitehall is ramping up pressure on the Russian to accept a new compromise agreement over a £1.6 billion loan. So the £1.6 billion loan, something dodgy is going on that clearly we're not privy to this information, and the government have changed the conditions of it seems, and Roman is unwilling to accept these new conditions. He accepts the previous conditions of the agreement. And the follow-up tweet to this then below is, there's quite serious concern in government that the deal may fall apart and that Roman Abramovich is ultimately willing to let Chelsea go under, warned one senior government source. Now, there's key things to take from this. We have these potentially very serious things in that the deal structure has changed over this £1.6 billion loan, and the government have changed the conditions of that, it seems. Roman has said, no, I will not sell it that way. We'll do it the way that was previously agreed, that was in the motions of happening with Todd Boehly taking over. And then the follow-up to that tweet just below that we just read is that he's pretty much willing to stand his ground and say, this is how it's going to happen. This is the only way this sale goes through. Now this could be, of course, there's two sides to this. There's obviously the UK government and there's Roman Abramovich. Todd Boehly's in the middle just saying, can I have the damn club? The government, or obviously this quote below saying that he's willing to let the club go under, is coming from a government source, so that is obviously going to be biased to their side. The other side of Roman is going to be biased, saying that he's just trying to do the right thing for the club, blah blah blah. Somewhere in the middle there's the truth. But this is a very serious situation, and if this deal does not go through because of Roman standing his ground saying, I'm not accepting this new sales structure, as you can see here, it is a new sales structure proposed by the ministers, so the government side have said they want to change the way the deal is being done. This is very serious for Chelsea. If this deal doesn't go through, we have seen serious warnings. Whether they'll actually happen, I don't know, and whether it's scare tactics to get Roman to just sell the club. We've seen serious warnings that Chelsea could be expelled from the Premier League next season. They won't be allowed to compete. And God knows, how much further they're willing to go. Did they just say, that's it, Chelsea as a football club no longer exists, everyone has to be sold, liquidate, get everything out of here. The money does not go to Roman Abramovich, and I guess goes to the government. I'm not too sure where it would go. But this is getting very serious very quickly. And now I hope that this isn't anything to worry about, and that it's just media scare mongering around the club at the moment. We've seen a lot of it recently, and then we've seen a lot of media talk over this takeover, but generally there has been a fairly consistent path of bids coming in, the short list, now Todd Boehly being chosen, and the progression is being made. It's just every now and then we see these big media articles come out saying it's all gonna go down, Chelsea, they're done, that's it, they're getting expelled from the Premier League. But ultimately the deal moves forward, and I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping, that is exactly what happens here. That we don't need to worry too much about this, and that Chelsea are going to be okay, and this deal is going to go through, and Todd Boehly is going to take over, and everything will be fine, because the sort of deadline that we've been set is by the end of the month, and we're now halfway through that. So this is serious, this needs to be dealt with very carefully, and the right thing needs to happen, and just get the club sold. But let's just hope that this is a negotiation tactic, whatever you want to call it, from the government, and that things will follow the path that they've been on, and the club will be sold by the end of the month, and Todd Boehly can look to the future and look to bring in some signings and move this club into the next level getting up there with Liverpool and Man City. That's my take on it. With this one, I'm especially intrigued to see what you guys think in the comment section down below, because I'm pretty worried seeing it come out, but I'm optimistic that this is just a bit of media scare mongering, the government putting out their statements to try and get this deal nudged over the line in the way that they want it to happen. That is going to be the end of the video though, so please do leave a like on it, subscribe, turn the notification bell on to stay up to date with any news such as this in the future, as well as transfer news and such. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.